Life's Realizations, Purgatory and Change. An MDMA and 2CB trip report by American Buddha, posted to Interlude.org October 11th, 2003. This is the most profound, life-changing, ecstatic, scary, demonic, metaphysical, intense, and difficult experience I have ever had. Let me give you some background information about me. I was looking to an answer for my social acceptability on religion, life, and fear of death. I tried to be more socially acceptable by experimenting with different drugs such as MDMA, weed, mushrooms, salvia, DXM, LSA, and nitrous. Through this experience, I have found why I experimented with these drugs in the first place, and why I don't need them anymore. This was my chemical catalyst for me. Everything has a higher meaning now. This new state of consciousness can be obtained without the use of psychedelic drugs. But psychedelic drugs can open your mind to new perception and realities. My new mind is now working in different and new ways. Before the trip. It's Friday morning. B and I left to visit his cousin. His cousin, A, had some 2CB on him, so we wanted to meet him and try it. A is someone who I thought we had similar interests in, which was drugs. He's a stranger, and his apartment was filled with a lot of interesting shamanistic, chi-like art, as well as books and other psychedelic items. We were planning a wonderful experience, but in the end it totally changed my views on perception, as well as reality, religion, truth, and it will continue to change me forever. Friday night, we all smoked a bit of kind bud, and we all got really high. A was rapping like a madman. I didn't understand this at the time, but later on, I did. B snorted about 20 milligrams of 2CB that night. He was very euphoric, and he loved the visuals. He told me it was a really nice experience, so I was happy about that, and was excited to try 2CB the next day. No turning back. The next day, A and I dropped 2 MDMA pills containing a small amount of meth. About 30 minutes later, we felt the very euphoric, lovey-dovey happy effects of MDMA. We each snorted about 15 milligrams of 2CB. I'd never snorted anything, and always had fears about snorting because it looked like something a coke addict would do. But I snorted it with no fears, because I was rolling, and the burn wasn't so horrible because I was rolling as well. B also snorted about 15 milligrams of the 2CB. We decided it would be good to go to the pool and swim on that hot day. By the time we got to the pool, we were all starting to feel the effects. Harmony. We arrived by the pool and dove in. The water felt great, and I was seeing these rainbow-coloured refractions on every ripple and current on the water. Swimming felt great, talking was smooth. I had no fears of what other people thought. I was seeing the birds and beautiful dragonflies flying around, and it was in perfect harmony with everything. I saw the fine, intricate details in everything as well. The details that normally are not seen are now seen. The beauty in nature that's always there. I recognised this and appreciated it. We got out of the pool and decided to go to the hillside. It felt so perfect walking there barefooted on the grass. The trees, plants, animals, the sky, and even human beings felt like everything was in harmony and perfect. The clouds in the sky swirled as I stared at them, sort of like the painting Starry Night with its cloud swirls. It was so beautiful and ecstatic. The sun's rays on myself felt great. We chilled and talked for a while as I watched the most beautiful visuals melting around me. Birds and entities. I felt in harmony with nature and everything around me. Life's Realizations. We all went back to A's apartment. It showed us this video which was very trippy. The video showed the Earth and how life got started. The visuals were great at this point, and things made total, complete sense. Many things that related to my life were in that video. I also saw the energy that's in everything. I appreciated all the art in his apartment, and later realised it all had a deeper meaning. I can't describe everything. Everything was in the details. Thousands of details I could appreciate and realise that normally I would shrug off. A had this psychedelic art book, as I was looking at the images, and I realised that this was how life was. All the images somehow related to my life as a human being in some way. A was playing music, and this ended up being the revelation and downfall of the trip. At first, the music all had meaning to my life. Every lyric was somehow tied to it. A was actually rapping to the music at the exact same time. Every conflicting problem that related to good or bad was introduced in the lyrics. During this time, I felt the energy and the voices in the lyrics were trying to bring me into the light. I tried to embrace the light to the end. I just wasn't ready. It wouldn't accept me. I then felt this incredible tingling sensation, but somehow knew I couldn't let go of death in the physical body, so the incredible tingling slowly creeped out of my body. I tried my best to embrace the light to the end, but I wasn't ready at all, and it wouldn't accept me. At times, I thought I was embracing God in the light, or the ball of light. But I realise now that names don't matter. The feeling of this love and energy is all the same. Lord, Ali. Names don't matter. It's all the feeling in your spirit which matters. Tuning into the lyrics led to practically ego dissolving after very difficult experiences. Purgatory. At times when I thought he was being truthful, I perceived A as Jesus Christ, and then as someone else when I didn't feel the truth from him. I was having these battling conflicts into my perception of reality. Living in a world of Eastern religion origin and brought up in a Christian home may have been a cause of seeing Jesus Christ. Being in a New Age shamanistic apartment didn't help this. I didn't know what was true. I told A and B to leave the apartment so I can work it out without any influence on me. The rapping was still playing, and it felt like hell. It was now all negative. I thought the lyrics were a figment of my imagination. It was now 12 hours after we had the MDMA and 2CB, but these thoughts still lingered. For 2 whole hours, I was conflicting with my own religious issues. Was this evil use of drugs leading me to the devil? Were the feelings of Jesus Christ that were embracing me fake because of these drugs? I screamed because of the voices. I tried praying. If I messed up my words on praying, it was over, and the feelings disappeared from ecstasy to nothingness. I felt helpless. I kept on praying, but it just wouldn't help. A storm was brewing up outside, and I truly thought I was in hell. I thought I was going insane. Am I in hell? The thunder was getting stronger, the lightning more frequent. I went outside and everything felt like I was in a hellish landscape. I was out of control, so I laid on the couch in pain and fear. I was scared God couldn't accept me anymore, because the feelings I felt weren't real, and I had eaten the evil apple from the tree. B came and we left, but many incredible things happened during this time. Scientifically, I can explain this kind of bad trip at the end because of the MDMA crash, as well as the tiny bit of speed in the pills making my thoughts race. Spiritually speaking, I found out we need to find our own path in life and not let other people choose it for you. B came and we left, but many incredible things had happened during this time. Change. A lot of important details are left out because they have no meaning to you. Everyone is unique, and the life-changing experience will be unique for everyone. This chemical catalyst of 2CB and MDMA was able to change my whole perception of reality. Sure, it could have been because I was on a drug, but this type of experience will totally change me on how to live life and how I perceive it. This experience told me that drugs aren't the answer for me at all. I now have a journey to find my own path. Thank you for reading this far, and please respect psychedelic drugs. Drugs as a whole aren't for everyone, and I just hope you don't find out the hard way.